Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, March 21st.
Rather alarming, we found out that our one holdout who had agreed to sign has now reneged on that promise, and she will not sign the easements.
That could put the long-awaited Army Corps of Engineers dune renourishment project in Flagler Beach in jeopardy. Flagler County Commissioner Greg Hansen tells WNZF he found out while in Tallahassee.
They did not give a reason. Matter of fact, the attorney was the one that said that she'd agreed to sign. So we don't know. We just received word that she was not going to sign.
But he's not too worried. Hansen has put his faith in the judicial system.
So the next step is she has to appear in bankruptcy court on April 17th, where this will be resolved. If we get what we expect to get on April 17th, there'll be no harm to the project. And we believe that the bankruptcy judge is going to make this all right.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
HE double hockey sticks. No, we cannot have that happening.
That's Governor Ron DeSantis speaking at Gulf Coast State College in Panama City yesterday. Liz Ryan has more.
The governor announced that Florida would be calling on the state legislature to expressly forbid centralized bank digital currencies for use in the state's commercial code.
You're opening up a major can of worms, and you're handing a central bank huge amounts of power.
He said what he considers the central bank digital currency to be all about:
surveilling Americans and controlling behavior of Americans.
He gave examples of possible scenarios he believes could occur under a centralized bank.
You go and buy gasoline. If you bought too much gasoline, they just won't allow you to use this to make a transaction. Who knows whether they would let you buy a firearm or things that they disapprove of.
He expressed skepticism about going cashless.
Cash is king. I mean, if you can hold it in your hand, you have power over that. The minute it's all digitized, somebody else is going to have control over that. And it's just a question of, are they going to let you live your life? Or are they going to decide to do things to circumvent what you want to do?
Local investor Greg Blase says the system isn't here yet.
There is no central bank digital currency as it stands now.
And that this effort is preemptive.
If there's ever a central bank digital currency put forth by the federal government, we will not honor that currency here in the state of Florida.
But added change is inevitable.
At some point in time, you will not handle a dollar, ever.
But it's really a matter of who's controlling it.
And so that's really what DeSantis is saying here is, hey, existing crypto people and digital currency people, I support the innovation that's currently going on in the marketplace. I do not support increasing the size and scope of government to deal with digital currency.
For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
Florida's 7th District Senator talks about the state's new law that allows colleges to pay athletes.
Travis Hudson sponsored the new legislation, which is based on previous efforts to pass the bill.
Senator Mayfield was the original champion 2 years ago, and she did tremendous work getting us to where we are. I took it on this year. It was something that I was passionate about and believed in. Being a former college athlete, I've seen firsthand where some athletes go through the system, they don't make it to the NFL, and they go home and they have regular day jobs, but obviously the colleges profit off them as they're playing. So it's only fair that student athletes can profit off themselves.
This new law gives student athletes an incentive to attend college in Florida.
That was the big fear where other states had this in place. We were losing some of those athletes to these other states. So we were just trying to even the playing field so that we could actually keep and retain these recruits as well.
The measure also is designed to bolster financial literacy requirements for student athletes. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Orange became the new green for some suspects in Flagler County.
During a busy St. Patrick's Day weekend, Flagler County Sheriff's Office deputies made 17 arrests and handled 891 calls for service and made 184 traffic stops. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says high tech was used to capture a suspect.
2 arrests. One was the arrest of a domestic violence offender who fled, and we used our drones to locate him. And the second one was a traffic stop that led to a fugitive from Flagler and Volusia counties. They're now wearing orange in the Green Roof Inn.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.